Today we're going to be looking at stupidly expensive things Bill Gates owns.
Bill Gates' $650 million yacht has its own waterfall, but he also owns a
What?
$130 million book,
Okay, that's kind of stupid.
a $65 million futuristic mansion, and way more. But first up, let's start with this island. Bill wanted to one-up his good old buddy Jeffrey, and decided to get one of the biggest islands in the
Jeffrey who?
Caribbean. But on this island, there aren't any creepy mansions.
Oh.
Yet. Just a small hut and some of the best scuba diving in the world. This island cost Gates
25 million? Okay, I may not know much about islands, but that's pretty small.
Island cost Gates 25 mil, but that's chump change to someone worth 150 billion.
Yeah.
So you want to know what he spent 100 times that amount on? A machine that can turn poop into water. Yeah.
That doesn't seem healthy at all.
Gates was touring Africa and saw how many people were drinking unsafe
Poop into water?
and I guess he couldn't just build wells like Mr. Beast. So he decided the best solution was to make them drink their own shit. Bill promises it's safe though.
What?
He even had a sip of it himself. And it
Wait, that was what Bill looks like now? Damn.
cost Bill 200 million to invent this. But don't worry, for an African village it's much cheaper. It only costs 2 million. I think Bill forgot they probably can't afford that. But after his trip to
yeah.
Africa, he flew away in one of his 5 private jets back
That's
home
cool.
to his mega mansion.
Wait. 5 private jets. Jesus
He
Christ.
decided to go for a joyride in one of his supercars. But he had a problem. He couldn't decide which car to drive. He was thinking of driving one of his cheap cars, like the Jaguar, Tesla, or Mercedes. But today was a special day. So instead, he decided to drive a car so rare, it's banned in the United States.
Ooh, is that a racing vehicle?
In 1986, Gates bought a Porsche 959 in Europe, since they weren't sold in the States. He tried to import it to get around the US laws, but they weren't having any of that.
Wait, so he was gonna break the law to import it? What?
So his car was impounded for 13 years, until Gates was finally able to bring it home. And after all that hassle, the final price tag came out to $200K. But since he can only drive that on his private island, he also owns a $100,000 Porsche 911. But obviously he
Yo, that's damn.
doesn't just own Porsches. He owns a classic Ferrari 348, which was the last Ferrari
He likes his classic cars. I can tell he likes his classic cars.
made by the original automaker, Enzo Ferrari. This only set him back 100 bands though, and Gates knew he needed to step it up. So he copped a Rolls-Royce Ghost for $388,000, since it's known as the ultimate comfort vehicle. Everything about this car is made for the owner to sit in the back, because we all know billionaires rarely drive themselves. But
I wouldn't, well, because they're all too fucking old.
still, that makes his total car collection a cheap 1.2 mil. Bill spent way more on a man that was lost at sea. And he went
See, here's the thing. I would never buy, like, fucking expensive cars. Like, well, I would buy an expensive car, but I wouldn't buy, like, fucking 8 of them, because I'm never gonna drive all 8. Never. It's be waste.
wasn't even saving anyone's life. Dude spent 36 million on a painting of a dude lost at sea. I don't know why he'd spent that much, but it easily broke the record for the most expensive piece of art sold in the US. Not to mention the other art in his collection, because altogether, it adds up to 124 million. Why would he care though, when he has more private jets than you have shoes? His cheapest one is the Cessna 208.
I have 6 pairs of shoes.
Seaplane. He uses it to fly to his island or other remote parts of the world where there are no runways. That only cost him 2.8
How
mil.
many planes
but the
does he
very
have?
first private jet he owned is way nicer. And surprisingly,
That's
he
two.
bought his first one 10 years after becoming a billionaire. I guess he got tired of listening to
What?
crying babies every flight and purchased a Bombardier Challenger for 27 million. But he must have been really annoyed on that last economy flight, because he didn't just buy one, he bought 2 of the exact same plane. These
Why?
Challengers feature nothing crazy. Just reclining seats, a swing-out table, couches,
Nothing crazy, just a fucking aquarium.
super basic. But when Gates started becoming an old man, he started needing more naps. So he bought a $78 million Gulfstream G650 ER,
Jesus.
since this jet comes with a bedroom. And again, he couldn't just buy one, Vince bought 2 of these also, making his total private jet fleet worth $210 million.
Bro.
Jets are at least useful though, and Bill's gotta blow some money, so he bought a book that's worth more than a private jet.
Why, is it made out of gold?
This is the famous Codex Leicester, written by Leonardo da Vinci. It provides a rare glimpse into the mind of a genius, and it shows da Vinci was kind of a weird dude. Throughout the entire book, He wrote backwards, so you could only read it in a mirror. And Gates is also a weird old dude. So he bought the book for 30.
What? Why? Why would you write backwards so you can only read it in a mirror? Maybe because someone only smart would figure that out. But when someone figures that out, when they tell everybody else?
$1 million, making it the most expensive book ever sold. But it actually turned out to be a good investment, because now it's worth over $130 million. Dude just prints money out of thin air. But Bill has way more cash tied up in all the mansions he's bought. And he must love California, because he owns 3 different properties there.
Why, though? That's my thing. Why? Why do you buy so many things? Like, you don't need 8 houses, 8 cars, 8 fucking things. You don't need all that. Like, that's too much.
His cheapest home is only $12.5 million, probably because it's in the middle of nowhere. It's a part of the community called the Vintage.
That's cool. That's cool scenery, though. This one. No. This one. This is cool scenery. This is awesome. I really like this.
Because it's in the middle of nowhere. It's a part of the community called the Vintage Club.
Vintage
and to even
Club?
be allowed to buy any type of house there, you gotta pay $250,000. But I guess
Wait.
he was tired of being surrounded
It's like a sign-in fee? What the
by
fuck?
people. Because he dipped and bought a $43 million oceanfront mansion in San Diego.
Yo.
Apparently he turned this place into a giant bachelor pad to throw a bunch of hooker parties. And it just finished being constructed this August in 2023. But while construction was going on, he stayed at his $18 million mansion that was a short 30-minute drive away. He probably bought this mansion for his daughter though, since she rides horses and this property happens to have
That's
a horse
cool.
track. And that wouldn't be the first time Gates bought a mansion just because of his daughter. He actually bought an entire street full of mansions just so she could practice horse jumping. Except these mansions are located in Wellington, Florida, and only cost him about $27
Bro, just a mansion itself. But look at all this land.
million. But his craziest mansion is called Xanadu 2.0, located in
This looks like a high school. No, this looks like a college, like, campus. It looks like a college campus. Like, Jesus.
Washington, and it's the most futuristic house I've ever seen. Like if you're ever invited in, you get a pin to wear around that automatically changes the lighting, temperature, and music of any room to your preferences. And most of these walls are giant screens that show different pictures and artworks throughout the day. It also has a heated indoor pool and an entire room filled with trampolines, because we all know Bill loves to jump around. That's just the inside though. On the outside, you'll see Bill's favorite tree, which he guards with 24/7 security for some reason. He also has an
That's a cool tree.
artificial stream that's filled with fish, and the sand on his beach is imported from the Caribbean. This has got to be one of the craziest houses in the world,
See, I would buy that. That would be cool. How much does it cost?
but it's still worth the same amount of money as his book, $130 million. And just wait till you hear about how much money he's spending on his kids, because you'd think someone worth $150 billion
How many kids does Bill Gates have? How many?
would at least leave 1 to 2 bill for his kids, right? Nah. Bill said F them kids, and is only gonna leave them with 10 mil each. That's probably just cap though,
10 mil?
because he'll be leaving his $1 million properties to them as well. He plans on donating the rest of his money to charity, but not before buying a $650 million yacht. Since this thing is so big, Gates has to take his $4.2 million helicopter to get to it. On the outside, it's got an infinity
that's
pool
cool.
with a goddamn waterfall at the back,
That's
and
cool.
4 different decks with lounge areas. But on the inside, you'll see the top lounge is completely
This looks like the GTA like heist fucking ship.
surrounded by glass, so Bill gets a 360-degree view wherever he's at. And as you go down the giant spiral staircase, you can see the entrance to a spa, hair salon, and world-class gym. This yacht is
Yeah, what are those trees called? Bonsai trees?
class.
What are they called?
And as you go down the giant spiral staircase, you can see the entrance to a
What are these called? Bonsai? I don't know.
spa, hair salon, and world-class gym. This yacht has 7 bedrooms with a giant master that has more space than my apartment. Not to mention this
7.
absolute beast is fully powered by hydrogen, so it's completely
What?
environmentally friendly. He also uses this self-cleaning and self-drying mop to keep the floors clean enough to eat off of. It's completely designed for hassle-free cleaning, and way better than whatever you're using
Oh my god.
to clean your floors, if you even clean your floors at all. This multifunctional mop and
I do.
bucket set will make cleaning quicker and easier, and you should
That was smooth. That was smooth. Anyways, that is the end of this video. Hopefully you did enjoy. It was like 10 minutes. Wow. Anyways, see you next time.